What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. I am the self-proclaimed wing king. And yes, I am the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings. So respect the lemon pepper. Alright? Respect the lemon pepper. Click that link above me. I'm going to show you guys how to make the best lemon pepper wings on the planet. Now, today I got another easy appetizer recipe for you. I'm going to show you how to make chicken fried steak bites. I really love this recipe, guys. I know you're going to enjoy it. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today. What we have cube steak. We're going to use some milk, flour, onions, chopped onions, ground pork sausage, kosher salt, corn starch, 2 eggs, black pepper, Old Bay seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. So these are the ingredients we're going to use. So let's get started. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start cutting these cubes. I have like 2.5 cube steaks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting it into pieces. I generally cut it with the grain. It's a little tedious, and right here what I have is I have a bowl that a dish that I'm putting it in afterwards. Sometimes cube steak can be a little tough to cut. And you can take a look at them. So this is what you have. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to season these bad babies and get them ready to drop them in that hot oil. All right, so let's get started. All right, so let's start seasoning our meat. So what we have right here, we have a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. You guys know I love cooking with paprika. We have a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Again, I love garlic powder too. And a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Now we have a teaspoon of black pepper. Yeah, you can put a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, but I love black pepper, so I always put a teaspoon of black pepper. But it's almost like a minimum requirement is a teaspoon of black pepper for me. And we have a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. And a teaspoon of salt. Guys, remember, it always looks like a lot until you start getting this thing mixed. And once you mix it, and that seasoning is on all sides and corners of the meat, you'll see at that point that it's really not much as you think. So, does that look like a lot of seasoning on that? It looks well seasoned to me. Look at that. I love that. Love it. All right, so let's continue. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do right now is prepare our wash, however you want to call it, and our flour. So right here I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose white flour and a 1/2 cup of cornstarch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add this cornstarch to the flour. And I'm just going to give that a quick mix, just a quick mix, just to mix it up. And with the egg wash, what I'm going to do is I have 2 tablespoons of milk. I said milks. 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 eggs. So I'm gonna just put those 2 tablespoons of milk into the egg wash, and we're just gonna give that a quick mix. So that we have that done, we got to season this flour. So what we're going to do is all the ingredients we put on the steak, we're just going to throw a 1/2 teaspoon of each of these ingredients into the flour, which is 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and half a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. All right. Get that, make sure you get a good mix. All right, so let's move on and get this show. Oh, well, it's not a show. This is a party because we're gonna party, guys. All right, let's keep going. All right, so this is what we're gonna do to prepare our chicken fried steak. Is we're going to take a piece of the cube steak. We're gonna dip it, the flour first, into the egg wash, back into the flour. Shake off the excess, and then we're just going to put it here on a wide rack to let it sit until we complete the rest of it. So first, the flour. Second, the egg wash, back into the flour. Guys, you already know this is a tedious process. But unfortunately, if you want to make some good food, you have to do it. Okay. All right. So this is what we have right here, guys. Take a look at that. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and prepare our oil so we can get these things into this hot bath. Okay. All right. Let's move on. All right, guys. So now it's time to drop these bad babies into this hot bath. So I've already, the oil should be hot right about now. Let's do a little sample test. All right, guys, so the oil should be ready for us to drop these pieces in there. And we're gonna let them cook for about 4 to 6 minutes until they're golden, crispy and golden. So we're gonna let these bad babies cook for about 4 to 6 minutes and see what they look like after that. They smell good, I'll tell you that. All right, so guys, look at that. You know, you can just move them around a little bit. All right, so now we're coming up on the final minutes of these things. As you can see, they're rising to the top. All right, guys, so we're going to pull these bad babies out. I'm going to put them here on a on my wide rack. Take a look at that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get these. I'm going to put these in a I'll preheat my oven to like 200 degrees, so I'm going to let them sit in there while I finish frying the second batch. All right.
2 hours later.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our sausage gravy so we can finalize this recipe. I'm already hungry, guys. I can't wait till you guys see the final product. All right, guys, so what we're going to do, as I mentioned, we're going to start our sausage gravy. So I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil in there, because sometimes when you put sausage into a pan, it just sticks to the bottom of the pan for some reason. So I'm going to put our sausage in here. What I have 8 ounces of sausage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown it first. All right, so now that it has the sausage has browned, so what we're going to do is we're going to add our chopped onion, and that's like this is like a half a cup of chopped onion, and you're going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes. So now we're going to add our flour. Cook this for a few seconds. All right, then next what you want to do is go ahead and slowly stir in your milk. Look at that. All right, so as this gravy starts to simmer down, we're gonna add a little salt. I got about a teaspoon of salt here. I mean, but you guys, again, you know, you can adjust your salt levels. I like seasoning my stuff to be real seasoned, and I got a teaspoon of black pepper. So I'm gonna mix that on in. See how this thing cooking on down, guys. Look how it's thickening up. And you want to cook it for another maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and then you can go ahead and pull it off. All right guys, so now this is ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this into a dish. Take a look at that. Amazing. All right, so let's move on. And here are the steak bites, guys. Take a look at that. Aren't they amazing? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get these bad babies plated up so we can enjoy. And there you have it, guys. Chicken fried steak bites with sausage gravy. So I do have all the ingredients in the video description below. Also the measurements I'd always keep in the video description below. If you like the video, go ahead, hit that like button. And guys, I recommend you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because if you haven't, I'm asking myself why not. You've been here this long, so apparently you like what you see. But before I go and get out of here, I'm going to try one of these chicken bites. These chicken fried steak bites, so you guys will see exactly what it's like. But dip it in some of that gravy, that sausage gravy. That real tender. Hey, y'all have to make this. This is excellent. And until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli, the self-proclaimed Wing King, and I am out. Peace.